All right, so what we're taking a look at here is just what a lot of you coaches would call an underfront, where your alignment is going to be opposite of the strength. And so that's what you see here. Our nose is actually playing the 3 technique to the weak side, and the tackle is playing a 1 to the strong side. You can call it what you want. We never actually just lined up and played these gaps. I don't think we did. If we did, we would have had a call and then say, play the gap you're in, but we didn't really do that a whole lot. So there again, he's going to play the back side, or the weak side B, strong side A. Now the Mike's got strong side B, C gap, and then weak A gap. What we did out of this, we actually would slant back to the strength. So your nose is going to go back to his A gap, and your tackle is going to go back to B. And then your Mike's responsible for the strong A, Will responsible for the weak side B. We had a lot of blitz combinations that we ran out of this, and you can get extremely creative with your blitzing game with this type of alignment slash stunt. So the way we ran it, it was actually a stunt and an alignment. You can do it either way, or you can do it as both. And then I'll show you the last little variation we did to this. So we would actually land, and then again, that's like your some defenses call it slant and angle. We didn't really run slant and angle a whole lot, but again, you get the slant angle more out of your odd front than you do your even front. So this one we would actually line up to the strength, and then these guys would slant away from the strength, which would be, nothing crazy, stuff that you do a lot in your odd front again. Okay, so he would go to the strong side A, weak side B. Now your Will's got weak A, and now your Mike's got strong B. And again, your blitz combos that you can create with this, they get pretty nasty. I'll go over some of those in later videos once we go through all the different types of blitz and stunts that you can do with this defense. We'll look at some film. The film will probably have, blitzes tagged to it, because there weren't a whole lot of times where we just ran these 2 different types of alignments. And again, this wouldn't just be a different alignment because this is what you would normally line up in. So it was just different because we would then slant to the weak side. So let's take a look at some film here. All right, so we'll look at one of those alignments. Again, this was the one where we would line up to the strength and then slant away. Also, because this guy's blitzing, it's going to collapse these gaps down. But what tells me that this was that alignment stunt combo is because our nose is shooting to the weak side B gap. So if this blitz wasn't coming off the edge, okay, he's going to slant A anyway. He's going to slant B. Because, like I said in the video where we're going through the drawing of it, we like to tag blitzes to this. And so we're running a blitz here with the rover. So the end's going to shoot C gap. Rover's coming off the edge. He's going A. He's going to the B gap. So we'll take a look at this one, and then I'll show a video of the other one. And this is from practice. Again, I've advocated for the drone. This is why I love it. Just the vantage point, it's phenomenal. Okay, you can see all of them playing their gaps. Coming off the edge. Would like for the end to... No, he does a pretty good job. All right, so here's a look at that under front, whatever you want to call it. But we should right now, because of where the ball is located and based on the formation, should be calling this a Roger call. But you can see we're lined up opposite of that. And so, again, that shows me that this was our under. And like I said, with ours, we're going to slant our guys to the strength. You could keep them in this. And then a lot of times when we ran this front, we were bringing some sort of blitz with it, which you'll see that our Will linebacker is actually going to blitz here. And again, it doesn't change where the Mike and the Will are, just changes the alignment. So we'll watch through it here, and we'll kind of talk through the gaps. Okay, so even with the back coming in the backfield, doesn't do anything but change coverage and have our guy roll. So he's going to slant to the strong side B gap. he's going to slant to the weak side A, and then the defensive ends are responsible for their same gaps. So when we do this blitz, obviously we're not going to call a blitz to the weak side A gap because that's where this guy's going. You could do that, but then it just kind of somewhat defeats the purpose of it. So we always try to do our blitzes. We would always like to have these blitzes where we're slanting and then bringing a blitzer off the slant. So he should have been going to the B gap, not the A gap, and you can see that error on the blitz here. And a pretty good little blitz combo when it's run properly.